Have you ever excitedly recorded some incredible moments while out and about, only to later discover that overwhelming background noise has completely destroyed the audio quality? It is truly the absolute worst feeling in content creation, especially when the visual part of the clip itself is absolutely golden and irreplaceable. But here is some fantastic news. You can absolutely rescue that seemingly useless footage without ever having to re-record anything at all. The process cleans up not just the distracting voice track, but transforms the entire segment into multiple ready-to-post short videos ready for all of your social platforms. I want to walk you through exactly how I recently saved a very windy outdoor run vlog and repurposed it into several powerful short clips so you can easily replicate the results. So let's look at the exact scenario. I always try to film my runs because the resulting footage is raw, incredibly candid, and the energy captured is usually fantastic. Unfortunately, about 90% of the time, the relentless wind noise completely renders my captured audio totally useless for any serious use. I remember one specific time I caught a literal leaf blower level gust right into the mic, and I immediately thought the entire clip was officially garbage and unusable. Instead of tossing that footage into the digital trash bin, I carefully extracted just the audio and ran that isolated track through the new intelligent workflow. The amazing result delivered a perfectly clean and crystal clear spoken track, plus an entire set of short clips that were automatically caption ready, musically enhanced, and even scheduled for a week's worth of posts. The initial first step is precisely what you would logically expect. You need to export the raw audio from your main video editing timeline first. Within your primary nonlinear editor like Premiere Pro or any other one you prefer, simply right-click the clip and choose to export the audio specifically as a high-quality WAV file. I always default to the WAV format because it maintains a truly lossless quality, and it always plays exceptionally nicely with whatever advanced AI tools I plan to throw the data at later. Just click that final export button, make sure you save the file somewhere incredibly obvious for quick access, and then you are officially good to move on. Now, instead of the frustrating ordeal of juggling 5 or 6 different specialized tools, one for noise reduction, one for clipping, and another one for scheduling, you can consolidate everything here. This platform is designed to handle the heavy lifting for you, leveraging its core strength, which is not just finding great moments, but making them entirely publish-ready automatically. Upload both that newly exported WAV file and the corresponding full-length video file into the system simultaneously so it can analyze everything at once. The AI then thoroughly analyzes the visual footage and the raw audio together, specifically looking for high-signal moments like clear speech, emotional spikes, or those really punchy, memorable lines. It then intelligently suggests a batch of ready-to-use clips that are perfectly optimized for vertical viewing and structured for maximum potential virality. What genuinely surprised me most was discovering how much this system prioritizes pure audio clarity when it's making its initial clip selections. It doesn't even need to rely on some fancy, complicated noise gate mechanism because its sophisticated models are designed to figure out where your genuine voice sits above all the background hum and selects those segments first. So while a dedicated, surgically precise voice isolator tool like 11 Labs is undoubtedly incredible at removing noise from a static track, it only solves that single piece of the overall puzzle. With this platform, you achieve that same practical, usable outcome of clean dialogue, but you also immediately get all the subsequent workflow steps bundled in. This includes the auto editing into short, digestible clips, the automatic addition of captions, the suggestion of strong thumbnail frames, and the ability to schedule all posts across platforms. Ultimately, this is all about optimizing your entire creative workflow, not just relying on one isolated single-purpose fix for a complex issue. Once the initial AI generation has finished suggesting your potential clips, your next step is to dive in and give them a thorough preview. You will notice handy indicators like small waveform visualizations and a confidence score right next to them, which tells you which snippets have the clearest voice and the highest engagement potential. From that list, simply select all the generated clips that you genuinely like, which for my windy run scenario amounted to 3 excellent segments between 20 and 45 seconds long. If you desire to be extra hands-on with the final product, you always have the power to slightly nudge the in and out points so the sentence doesn't awkwardly cut off mid-thought. You can also extend a segment by an extra second or two to perfectly capture a natural, authentic laugh or an important expressive pause to enhance the overall feel. These small, deliberate timing adjustments might seem minor, but they collectively make a surprisingly large difference in how polished and natural the final piece feels to the viewer. The next stage involves the nitty-gritty of fine-tuning the audio quality itself, though Vizard's processing is often very close to perfect right out of the gate. If you are, like me, a genuine stickler for achieving absolute uncompromising perfection, you can always import the newly cleaned clip back into your main editor for micro-level adjustments. However, most of the time, Vizard's built-in simple audio-level tools are more than sufficient for the job. You can easily normalize the volume, reduce any lingering background ambience, and add a gentle de-esser if the wind caused harsh sibilance. If you want to retain just a small, authentic whisper of the original environment's texture for realism, the system lets you cleverly layer the new clean audio over the original track. You simply reduce the level of that original track by a set number of decibels, which I find keeps a bit of the room tone so the final product never sounds overly sterile or processed. In the case of my outdoor run video, Reducing the original track by about 12 to 18 decibels successfully kept that essential outdoor vibe while ensuring my voice remained the undeniable primary focus. Now we arrive at the component of this process that genuinely saves creators countless hours, turning that single clean segment into a high volume of multiple short-form posts. Vizard's auto-editing feature expertly picks out those viral-worthy nuggets and then automatically formats them perfectly for all the major platforms, TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. This includes automatically adjusting the aspect ratio, baking in those crucial captions, and even suggesting background music that is guaranteed not to clash awkwardly with your dialogue. You always retain the option to add a subtle, non-intrusive background music layer, but ensure you pick something instrumental and then keep the volume low so it complements rather than dominates the spoken word. If you happen to be slightly worried about any residual wind noise clashing with the selected music track, the system's intelligent settings let you automatically duck the music precisely when speech is detected. This ducking mechanism ensures your crucial voice track always sits clearly and powerfully on top of any other audio element in the final mix. For the real perfectionists out there who opt not to entirely mute the original track, you must carefully align the cleaned audio waveform precisely with the original track's waveform. You achieve this by nudging the clip frame by frame, sometimes just one or two, until the major peaks of both signals match up perfectly to maintain flawless lip synchronization. While Vizard's smart alignment often saves you this tedious step entirely, for those extreme edge cases, or for absolute peace of mind, that quick manual check is still preferred. Once all your clips look visually appealing and sound acoustically correct, the final essential step is to use the integrated content calendar to plan the entire rollout schedule. This is precisely where the system truly separates itself from any standalone noise removal utility you might be currently using in your workflow. Instead of downloading a huge stack of finished clips, manually hopping into a separate scheduler application, and setting individual times, you define the cadence directly within this one interface. You simply tell the system how often you want to post, whether that is daily, 3 times a week, or any custom frequency, and it will automatically schedule those clips across all your connected social channels. Furthermore, you gain access to a handy visual calendar that displays post previews, which is invaluable for spotting repetitive themes or ensuring a good balance of different content types. This brilliant auto-schedule feature is a true superpower for creators because it manages the consistency that is so vital for channel growth without you having to actively think about it. You set the required posting frequency once, and the system intelligently places the clips at the most optimal times, effectively removing one more major mental barrier for busy creators. To offer a quick real-world comparison here, if your only genuine problem is severe audio noise, and you already have a rock-solid posting pipeline, then a specialized tool like 11 Labs Isolator is indeed excellent and top tier. However, if your goal is to rescue a compromised clip, make it instantly platform-ready, add all necessary metadata, like captions and music, and schedule it without ever leaving one cohesive interface, then the time savings from this system are unmatched. In summary, utilize a dedicated voice isolator only when noise is your singular and only significant hurdle. Otherwise, use this integrated platform when you want to salvage content and instantly generate a steady stream of publishable posts. Here is one final pro tip for all you creators who highly value maintaining that sense of on-the-ground authenticity in your work. Selectively keep a tiny bit of the original background sound to preserve atmosphere. If I am recording outdoors, for example, the faint, gentle rustle of leaves or a distant city hum can actually lend significant credibility and realness to the final piece. Achieve this by reducing the original track by that sweet spot of 12 to 18 decibels, layering the perfectly cleaned vocal on top, and then exporting a sound that is both polished and inherently real. So, to quickly recap the entire journey for everyone joining us late, first, export your audio as a high-quality WAV file and upload both files to the platform. Next, let the powerful AI analyze everything to discover the absolute clearest vocal moments, then pick your favorites and make any minor tweaks you feel are necessary. After that, carefully adjust the audio levels, remembering that you can choose to keep a touch of original texture for that authentic feel, use auto-editing to format and caption, and finally, utilize the content calendar. Schedule your posts consistently, and just like in my example, a single clip that once sounded completely ruined can instantly transform into 3 ready-to-post shorts and a full week's worth of content without any stressful reshoots. If you have any specific questions at all about any of these procedures, like the perfect way to align those waveforms or how to choose the ideal background music level, please drop them down in the comments below. If this detailed walkthrough proved helpful, and you are interested in seeing more methods for handling interviews, panel discussions, or even long-form lectures, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are committed to continuously turning your most messy, raw footage into consistent, high-performing content without ever sacrificing that original, authentic vibe you captured. Thank you so much for watching this entire process, and I genuinely look forward to seeing you tackle your next piece of challenging footage in the very next video.